What is up? How you doing? Welcome to another episode of Timber Talk Time. I am your host, Jonathan Timber, and I'm grateful to be sitting here in front of you on whatever day it is that you're watching this. Don't know where, you know how I do. The yawns are going to be at the beginning of the podcast, and that's just how it is. I'm going to get a couple yawns in. I think it's because whenever I sit down and do anything, I start to yawn. I don't care I can't perform. Like whenever I'm singing, I can't sit down because it makes me feel lazy and makes me feel tired, and I can't stand it. So I usually stand up. So maybe I should start standing up for the podcast. It's been a week. We're 5 days into Trump's presidency, and it smells like a fart. The whole thing. I told myself I wasn't gonna go into it, but I mean, it's the elephant in the room. Come on, y'all. You know, yeah. So, y'all really think Elon didn't know what he was doing? Anyways, listen, we're not here for that. This is not a political podcast. But the level of gaslighting is ridiculous. And I've never heard the word gaslighting so much in my life as in the last 4 years of my life. I feel like it's every day I hear that word now. Man, I'll say this as a black Latino man in America, it feels pretty bad. It feels pretty terrible. I want to say that I did not vote for Trump. I voted for Kamala. And I just can't understand where, everyone keeps saying the F around and find out phase, I can't understand how people that I know that voted for Trump, that I trusted to be smart people that seem on the face seem so intelligent. How did you not, you know what I mean? He's been showing us who he is forever. I remember my dad used to talk about him, and it just blows my mind. All of this blows my mind. It's embarrassing as an American. If there's any countries out there that would love to take Natalie and I in, may we land upon your shores and find a new life in your country. I'm here, so I'm gonna stand up in whatever way I can. I stand with the LGBTQ plus community. I stand with people of color, obviously, as a person of color. I feel like that goes without. Oh no, I guess I could say sensibly it would go without saying, but nothing makes sense nowadays. So I feel like I gotta say it. But yeah, enough about politics because we're not. No one wants to hear me talk about politics. That's not my expertise. I do want to point out that how happy and proud of Jalen Brunson and Big Cat, Karl Anthony Towns I am on receiving their all-star bids this year in the NBA. And as a Knicks fan, I'm just happy to get to have something to cheer for. I'm also a Panthers fan, so you know how that is. Carolina Panthers. But hey, it's right. We going up. Yeah. Happy for the Knicks. Happy for New York. Elon, I'm not even gonna go there. I keep wanting to dive into politics stuff, but I don't know what I'm talking about, so I'm not gonna talk on it. It just bugs me, right? But one thing that I do know for a fact is that that's what that side wants. And I'm gonna shine. I'm gonna be smiling. I'm gonna be bright, because if they could get you to feel terrible about yourself, they've won. So this little light of mine, I am going to let it shine. Yeah. Bad Bunny's record. Woo! So good. I think it's so good. It's classic. It's got a classic Puerto Rican sound to it. I mean, and I just love it. I absolutely love it. He's killing it. It's opened up a portal for me sonically to express. And like I said, I did that Anthony Hamilton remix, and it's got like a Latin vibe to it. And I like grew up listening to Buena Vista Social Club with my dad, and like Elvis Crespo and Mark Anthony and Mongo Santa Maria, Poncho Sanchez, like all the greats, all the classics. So it's like ingrained. And then on my mother's side, all the vallenato and cumbia and bachata and all that. So it's like a big part of me. So it's like a room that I haven't been in a while, and now I'm exploring it again, and it just feels great to be that, and to let that side of me just be. It's really awesome. So yeah, Bad Bunny, go check out that record. It's so good. You probably won't understand it if you don't speak any Spanish, but it feels, you just hear it and you just know that it's like, yeah, that's it. That's it. That's good. That's what it's supposed to sound like. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, if you didn't understand, you're like, oh yeah, there's conviction in whatever he's saying. Thankfully, I know what he's saying, and it's amazing. Message is great. You got a fan, Bad Bunny. You got a fan in me. Lewis Hamilton going to Ferrari. Okay, I'm not I've never been a Formula One guy. And I was speaking to my buddy Evan about how I told myself I'm going to dive into the Formula One season this year and really be a fan and just be all in on it because of Lewis Hamilton. I've always loved him for obvious reasons, him being a black man in a sport that is not black at all. And dominating 7 championships. He's going for his 8th with Ferrari. Man, he gives me, he inspires me. There's a hope that is instilled in watching him do what he does. Seeing the fanfare around him, seeing people freak out about him is awesome. Yeah, so I'm excited to see what he does this year. I'm gonna be watching. I've always been a Porsche guy, a broke Porsche guy. I don't have a Porsche at all. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not there yet. But I had the great fortune of getting to play the Christmas party for Ferrari Club of America. Shout out to Scott, my guy. Such an honor to get to play that. And I mean, I might be a Ferrari guy now, and then now with Lewis Hamilton, yeah, I mean, I'm a Ferrari guy. So, that's one of those posters on the wall Ferrari. No one has a Toyota poster on their wall or a Nissan poster. It's like, no, it's Ferrari, Lamborghini, all the crazy supercars. I've always been fascinated by cars because works of art and engineering. And I think I've never been a Ferrari guy because, and I'm saying this like I could buy one. I've never been a Ferrari guy because like all I hear about is like, oh, they cost so much to keep maintain, and they're fickle, and I've always loved Porsches because in my mind, like, it just the engineering in it just seems more put together. Mind you, I don't have either car at all, not even remotely. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool to dream, right? Uh, I'd love to daily a Porsche 911 or even a 987 or something. But I'm in love with the Ferrari FF, which is the, kind of hatchback sport. And then, of course, now with the Ferrari Purosangue SUV, or sorry, FUV, because Ferrari doesn't have SUVs, they have FUVs. So yeah, I'm obsessed with the Purosangue. But yeah, Lewis Hamilton, I hope you do great this year. It's exciting to see how much people love him. I don't know what it is about that that's exciting to see, but it's really cool. It's just really cool, and I'm excited to see what happens this year with him. And he's bringing his old team together, and 7 championships. You don't just accidentally win 7 championships, right? Ferrari's supposed to be the best, so it's going to be interesting to see, how things come together this year in Formula One. What else, man? Did some voiceover work. Getting started into that venture. So that's fun. Voiceover stuff is so much fun because it's acting. My mentor, Kate Middleton, she actually did the downtown Greensboro commercial that my song was selected for. She's kind of taken me under her wing, and she said her mentor told her that it's not just voiceover work, it's acting. And acting has been a big thing that I've always been intrigued by and I've wanted to dive into. And so getting to get into character for different voiceovers has been fun. And using my voice in a different way, as a singer, I know what to do in that world because I've done it for so long. And the analogy I said to her when we were working on stuff was that it's a different house in the same cul-de-sac. Does that make sense? Like, voiceover work, it's, there's infliction, there's emotion, and those things ring true when you hear them. Like, you hear a good commercial. That's another thing that's been funny is like listening to commercials from an analytic standpoint has been so silly. It feels so silly to me, but I'm like listening to hear like what's making that commercial pop. And like you'll hear commercials. I'm talking about commercials. You'll hear commercials like that just like hit your heartstrings. You know what I mean? That pull on the heartstrings. And it's like, what is it about how they're saying what they're saying that makes you feel, it's been really interesting kind of diving into that. So, yeah, just been doing that and working with Delta Spirits. Still have that code going out, Timber Talk 10. You get 10% off of your purchase at drinkdeltaspirits.com. And it's been really fun adjusting to that. What else we got going on? Oh, upcoming shows. I'll be playing at Little Brother, downtown Greensboro, with Joel Henry Kaiser. The Good Watts is performing January 31st, and I'll be posting that up on my Instagram and all that stuff. First Saturdays, every Saturday at Grand Over Resort in Greensboro. It's been an honor to play there. There's a lot of other great artists that play there monthly. I know Justin Reed. I think he has third Saturdays there. Make sure you check him out. Yeah. I'm at that point in my life. As I say it, my shoulder just started hurting. Where I slept wrong and my shoulder is just not right anymore. Like, what? Like, I feel like I fell out of a tree. I guess this is 36. I don't know. Oh man, it feels silly. Like it's the worst pain I've ever had. I guess I sleep on my side at some point and it's just bye, adios. Can't, like, it's not as mobile as I want it to be. And then of course I'm out here. I go to the gym every day and I shoot a lot because basketball is like my favorite thing to do. So that's not helping anything with this right shoulder because I'm right-handed. You would think I'm trying out for the Swarm or Charlotte Hornets or something. Yeah, it's been pain, and the cold ain't helping it. And it's been the coldest it's been in forever around here. Are you kidding me? Like, we had a polar vortex come through last week. We dropped snow on us, a sprinkling this last week. The week before we had a nice little snow. But it's been cold and like irregularly cold. You know what I'm saying? There was snow down in Nolens this week. Down in Florida, they had snow at the beach. Snow at the beach. And so yeah, it's been cold. So my shoulder's been feeling it, and I just feel like an old man now. I'm there. I'm just an old man with my old manisms, and that's just how it is. But I'm grateful to still be. So, oh man, those yawns, they get me. I'm telling you, I think I need to start doing my podcast standing up because I don't yawn when I stand up. I think it's just the compression of my torso is not allowing breathing to happen a certain way, and then I just yawn. I'm gonna do a whole podcast on yawns and why we yawn and the science behind the yawn. Yeah. So yeah, what else? NFL football. What? I mean, like I said, my Panthers aren't playing, so I don't care who wins. It's Commanders, Eagles, Bills. Actually, wait, I want the Bills. Okay, so this is where I'm at with all that. I love the Bills because they're gritty and they deserve a championship, but I also love history being broken. So the Chiefs and the pursuit for a three-peat just is exciting. But as long as they win and not like get like help by the refs, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? And then on the other side, Commanders, I love what was that quarterback's name? The young guy. I can't think of his name right now, but number 5. I got to look up his name because I got to give him respect. Washington Commanders QB. Jaden Daniels. Yes, he is He's built different. This guy's a rookie. If I were him with the season that he's had, if he wins a Super Bowl, I'd retire. I'd just call it. I'd be like, thank you. That was easy. Because you got guys that have been in the league. You got your Dan Marinos. You got guys that have never won a Super Bowl and have all these accolades. I would, if I was in that position, I would be like, bye. But also, I have, for some reason, even though I'm from New York and I generally can't stand Philly teams like the Sixers, I can't stand them because I'm a Knicks fan, right? And the Eagles, they be eagling. You know what I'm saying? Like they just. But I want to see. I want to see Saquon Barkley. He deserves it. Hurts, I like him because he's just a great quarterback and he's a good guy. And, that's awesome to see. So I'm conflicted. I don't like I said, I guess I don't care who wins what this year. But I'd like to see the Bills get, I mean, it'll be interesting. I hope everyone wins. That's it. That's exactly it. I hope everyone wins and we all get participation trophy. I hope I get a participation trophy. And I hope everyone wins. The pursuit of history being broken with the Cavs, with the Chiefs is exciting. The Bills and their storied history of being close and continuously being in the conversation but not winning. And plus, one of my homies is a big Bills fan. Shout out to Crazy Man. And I love him, so I want to see him happy, But then again, on the other side, I got people that are, Washington Commanders fans that I love, and I want to see them happy. My homie Benton, is a big Eagles fan, and I want to see. So yeah, I hope everybody wins. That'd be sweet if everybody won. Going back to the political stuff, Target, what's up? I just found out that they are taking back their DEI stuff. Never shopping there again. I'm gonna save so much money this year. And during Trump's presidency, somehow I'm gonna save a bunch of money because I'm not spending any money on any of these companies that are being terrible. I'm just gonna say that. And I hope you follow suit also. Actually, I'm gonna start looking at companies in Canada. I'm gonna go on www.blablabla.ca, whatever Canada, and I'm gonna buy stuff from Canada because Trump ain't getting none of my money. Yeah. And that's how I feel about that. Some of these episodes are going to be moving forward are going to be more weekly orientated, as in like what's going on in my life in the week, topics that we'll speak about. For episode 20, I'd love it if you have a question to email timbertalktimepodcast@gmail.com and leave your question there, and I will be looking through and picking questions for that episode. So it's an Ask Me Anything question episode, and I can't do that without you guys. So, right, help a brother out, and we can have fun with this. I'm so excited to get to 20 episodes. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. very proud of sticking to it. And sometimes I do feel like I'm shouting into a void because it is the internet and it's so vast. But I want to thank you for listening. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. Yeah, that's really all I got for this week. Don't forget that you could use Timber Talk 10 at www.drinkdeltaspirits.com to get 10% off of your next purchase. Go football. Go New York Knicks. I hope America gets its head out of its butt. I've got a new song coming out February 1st. Almost forgot about that. It's called Look Around. The theme for this year's music is called Demonstration. If I were to make this year an album, it'd be called Demonstration. Proof of existence. I had a moment not too long ago. It was an eye-opening moment of freedom. And, being a part of the industry, in and out of the industry for as long as I've been in it, I got to thinking about artists that don't have that freedom. And I thought about how grateful I am to have that freedom, to be able to release whatever I want, whenever I want. And so that's what this year is. And to promote whoever I want to promote and not have a record label be like, you can't post this on your Instagram or any of that. You know what I'm saying? I've worked very hard to get to the following that I have on my music. And, music is the reason for it. So this year I'm just putting out a bunch of music. I've already got a new song out that I put out January 6th called Moonlander. It's an instrumental. And there will be a few of those sprinkled throughout the year. Because sometimes the music just has to talk. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be doing a bunch of covers also. Songs that people love to hear me sing. And so I'll be doing my renditions, maybe acoustic, maybe full-on instrumentation with it. Just kind of flexing what I'm able to do. And how grateful I am to just be able to get to do it. So keep your ears peeled for that. Make sure you go on over to J Timber on your favorite streaming service and follow that. J Timber Music on Instagram. Timber Talk Time Podcast is obviously on Instagram also. And yeah. So that is my time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love you. I'm grateful for you if no one's told you that. Remember to give yourself the grace that you've been giving everyone else. And I hope something great happens to you today and every day, because you're deserving of something great happening to you. And don't forget, people be people. That's just how it is sometimes. People be people. People be people. So y'all take care, be safe, and 2 more episodes for the Ask Me Anything episode. Head on over to timbertalktimepodcast@gmail.com, and I'll catch you all later. Y'all take care.